Cold night air, street lights glow. Cold night air, there she goes. Silver heels, moving slow. Silver heels, moving slow. Do, 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 do. You walk by carrying that expectation, like attention should arrive before your name, like the room should automatically notice the second that you entered the frame. I happen to be looking through the window, watching headlights slide across the rain. But somehow in the space of half a heartbeat, you decided we were playing a game. That look appeared immediately and sharply, the one that says you've seen this all before. Like every man is reading from a script now, and every glance is heading somewhere more. Who said that? Who said that? Who said that? Who said that? The funny thing is most people are distracted, thinking about their own unfinished lives, thinking about mistakes they made at midnight, thinking about surviving until 5. The city doesn't orbit around strangers, the night doesn't freeze because you arrive. Most people barely notice who's around them, they're busy trying to keep themselves alive. But you keep turning moments into evidence, and silence into something it was not. Building giant stories from reflections, then believing every single plot. Who said that? Who said that? Who said that? Who said that? Near the end, the streets were almost empty. The bars were slowly giving up their light. The city felt completely different now than it did at the start of the night. You sat alone beside a fading doorway, looking somewhere far beyond the road. And for the first time all evening, you look free from carrying the load. No performance left to keep alive now, no invisible audience remain. Just another person in the darkness, trying to make sense of all the same things. One quick glance, one wrong read, one fake story, one false lead, one small moment, one whole view built from things that weren't true. Who said that? 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 Cold night air, street lights glow. Silver heels, moving slow. Look again. Look again. Not about you. Look again. Neon rain, taxi lights. Neon rain, Friday night, 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 night. You caught my eyes for maybe half a second, walking through the crowd beside the bar. You look back with that familiar expression, like attention follows where you are. That little look that says you've seen it all before. That little smile that's halfway to disdain. Like every glance arrives with hidden motives. Like every stranger wants to play the game. But I was watching city lights reflecting in the bottles lying behind the shelf. Funny how some people build a universe and place themselves right in the center of it all. Look again. Look again. Look again. Look again. You adjusted your position slightly, like the room should notice when you move. Checking every passing conversation for a signal that could validate your mood. Meanwhile, life was happening around us. People laughing, breaking up, falling in. People making memories by accident without wondering who was looking in. Somewhere along the way you learned a lesson, that attention equals being worth something. And now you're measuring every moment by the size of the eyes you're capturing. Look again. Look again. Look again. Around 2 o'clock the room got quieter. The confident performance faded out. The mirrors lost their power for a minute, and the noise inside your head slowed down. For one brief moment you looked almost peaceful. No competition left to win tonight. Just another person under city lights, trying to make sense of modern life. And honestly, that version looked much better than the one performing from the start. Because reality is always stronger than the characters we build to guard our hearts. One quick glance, one wrong guess, one fake story, nothing less. One small moment, one whole scene, built from things that never mean. Look again. Look again. Look again. Look again. Look again. Neon rain, taxi lights. Neon rain, Friday night. Cool blue eyes, alone. You arrive surrounded by reflections. Every surface seemed to know your name. High heels walking through a room of strangers, like attention was a natural right to claim. People moved around you like a river. You kept checking who was looking back, searching every face for confirmation, like approval was the thing you lacked. I was watching lights dance on the ceiling. You were watching who was watching you. Funny how we shared the same evening and experienced two different views. Thin ice. Thin ice. Thin ice. Thin ice. You kept smiling at your own reflection in the darkened window by the bar, trying to maintain a perfect image for an audience that wasn't really there. Half the room was living in the moment, half the room was dancing with the sound. You were busy measuring your value by the number of eyes moving around. Maybe confidence became a costume. Maybe pride became a second skin. Maybe underneath the polished surface there's a quieter war you've never won. In ice. In ice. In ice. In ice. Later, when the music softened slightly and the crowd began to disappear, you looked tired in a strangely honest way, like you finally dropped the atmosphere.